It's time to confront our sins as we take a look at Seven, directed by David Fincher, which is, according to him, his real debut picture. Yeah, sorry Alien 3 fans, he's long disowned that, so in the bin it goes, I'm afraid. This is my first Fincher review, who has a really interesting filmography, in that it's so consistently good quality that it's one of the toughest to rank, to a point where I don't have a definitive favourite. Seven has to be one of the closest contenders though, and I was in the mood to revisit it. Plus it's the 30th anniversary this year, so why not? Leading the way are a smartly chosen pair of actors, a generation apart, each truly hitting their mainstream strides. Brad Pitt, the hot, quickly impressing up-and-comer, and Morgan Freeman as the veteran, who's fresh off the critical success with Shawshank. And here, Fincher's clearly utilising both men's strength when it comes to casting them, while they form a well-done, opposites-attract chemistry. Pitt as Mills gets across the unhealthy addiction to his work, yet with a load of impatience. He wants to claim glory and achieve results ASAP, to the point of being a little unhinged and, unable to keep his emotions in check when things hit the fan. And seeing the young, bright-futured rookie become wrecked as a result of the events is quite the tragedy. In contrast, Freeman is Somerset, who is older and on the cusp of retirement. He's evidently jaded, pessimistic, and all around tired, but getting by on his wits and his wisdom. It's the inverse of Mill's eagerness. He can be hesitant, but he still ploughs on ahead, determined to solve this case. But it's not all negative dour doom though. They do allow for some moments of genuinely solid comedy and smart-ass quips between them. Kevin Spacey as John Doe, a second consecutive killer performance, no pun intended, with the usual suspects in this back-to-back, which both happen to feature a big swerve. 1995 was the year that Spacey was truly put on the map. In a small amount of screen time, he comes across as incredibly calculating, vindictive, and menacing so bloody well. Just like the real Kevin Spacey. Hey! And I like how, almost anticlimactically, he cuts off his own plan midway through. We don't actually witness all seven sins play out. It adds an unexpected left turn in what seems to be an otherwise meticulous game plan, but it just feels right. Other cast members include the DA, played by Richard Roundtree. Damn right. Arlie Ermey as the captain, John McGinley as the SWAT head honcho, and most notably, early days Gwyneth Paltrow, who is spot on as Tracy. A new feel for her being isolated and losing her grip on her husband. Plus there's various other intriguing oddballs that they encounter along the way. Fincher avoids wasted time here. Literally in the first minute, they just chuck you into the middle of the proceedings, and things remain at an engaging, on-the-move pace. A lot of the production design is focused on being grungy, bleak, filthy, and other similar descriptions that I can rake from the thesaurus. The disconcerting opening titles set the scene so well. A muted, sickly greyish-green tone subsists. It rains very often. It's just a pure, miserable mood non-stop, but not totally off-putting to the audience. If anything, only pulling us in more and amplifying our fascination of this enthralling mystery. Accomplished cinematographer Darius Khondji so brilliantly framed the majority of his shots in a cramped, closed-off manner. You pretty much never see the city from far and wide. It's always very contained. You almost find yourself struggling to breathe sitting through these suffocating settings, and Howard Shore's score provides a mix of dark gloom, ominous power, and screeching, grisly metallic tones. Very Nine Inch Nails-like, if you will. The picture's well known for its gory imagery and, yeah, quite disgusting. The peak undoubtedly being the sloth scene. But even when we don't see it outright and it's merely described, it still gets under your skin. In fact, I could argue it's even worse, as it naturally conjures up worser images in your mind, especially that final resolution. Oof. All these elements are moulded together, produce what I can definitely agree is David Fincher's first proper triumph. Again, like I said already, it's very tough to nail down what his number one all-time winner is, but considering how bang on the money he was here, and the lasting impact it has left on every moviegoer who stumbled upon it, Seven sure has the evidence to back up its argument. Now only one question remains. What's in the box? I'm Jason, and this is Small Movie World, watching, talking, and loving films.